Hi friends, welcome to my page, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. My name is Ginger and welcome to my craft room. I'm so glad that you joined me today. So we're gonna do a quick Valentine tutorial in the Conversation Heart theme. So I love Conversation Hearts. I just think all those pastels are so pretty. I have in my entryway, I have a vignette of all different Conversation Heart decor. And I was at the at-home store this last week and I found some of the white 4-foot trees and they were on clearance for 75% off, which made them $7.50. So I snagged a couple and I thought I'm gonna flank those on either side of my front door and turn them into a Conversation Heart tree. So then I was on the hunt for things to buy and make to decorate this tree. Conversation Heart decor isn't plentiful in the stores, but there is a few things out there if you keep your eyes open. So I know Dollar Tree had some yard stake. I was hoping to find those, did not find those anywhere at any of my Dollar Trees, but I did find this amazing garland at Hobby Lobby. So this garland, it is, I had not ever seen this before. So it's a little bit tangled up, but I got this garland for, it was $9.99 and of course marked down 40% off. And it's got all of the cute Conversation Hearts. So yeah, I should have untangled this before I got on camera. Anyway, so I bought two, one for each tree, and I'm gonna make ornaments out of this. So I cut them apart. So I'm just gonna take my scissors, cut my twine and just pull all of these off of its little string here. And anyway, I have done that already with one. So through the magic of, I guess, television, I have got 12 Conversation Heart ornaments. Okay, so there are 5 colors and some have 3 and some have 2. But now of course they've got these holes in them. So for what I need, 1 hole would be perfect. 2 holes is a tiny bit problematic, but we're gonna fix that. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pipe cleaner because I'm gonna attach these to my tree. Take my pipe cleaner, I'm going to cut it in thirds. It's just, it seems to be the length that works for me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fold it in half and I am going to string it through my one side. Now, normally I wouldn't like to see my pipe cleaner, but I'm figuring when I put this on my tree, it's got white branches, so you're not even gonna see the pipe cleaner, it will disappear. But then I've got these little holes. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna want my my ornaments to like go every which way. So I'm gonna alternate the side of which, like the side, and I'll show you in just a second what I mean. So on this one, I'm gonna put my pipe cleaner that way, and on this one, I'm gonna put my pipe cleaner the other way. So I am just gonna go through, pipe cleaner all these up. Okay, so I've got all 12 with the pipe cleaner. Now we've got this other hole here, which, I mean, it's not horrible. I personally don't like it, so I'm gonna finish that off. Now I did get this ribbon. Now the one thing that marries all of these colors together are the color of the writing. So the writing is the same on all of our Conversation Hearts. So I found something to kind of cover that hole, but that pulls out that hot pink that's in the writing. So I got this trim at Dollar Tree. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it. So if y'all haven't learned by now, when you go to Dollar Tree or even Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and you see this holiday stuff coming out, if it's something that you really like, you need to buy it right then. So my motto is, I buy now and I ask questions later. I figure I can always return it if I don't need it, like it, want it, use it. But our Dollar Trees here, like there's no Valentine left in our Dollar Tree. So if you wait until closer to the holiday, which is a bit unfortunate, but they're not even getting any more Valentine stuff in. So what I did is I cut these little hearts off of the ribbon. So I'm going to cut a few more. I will use these in a couple of more projects. And then, like, I never want to overbuy, but, yeah, if you don't get it, then it's going to be gone. Okay, so now all I did was take that little tiny heart and I covered up my hole. So I'm going to I put a dab of hot glue just around the hole. I'm going to take my little tiny heart, and they can go any which way. Of course, we've got some wonderful glue strings. That one, I added a little too much hot glue, but I can fix that in just a second. There's really very few things in crafting that you cannot fix. Okay, so here we are. Here are, like, how incredibly quick and fast was that? And now I have got 12 ornaments for my Conversation Heart Tree, and I am so excited to put that together. So I'm not going to do all of them, but you guys get the gist of how cute these can be. Another quick thing that I do is I make my scatter bows. So I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm going to make one or two. I'm wanting to pull out those colors. So I cut, it's a smaller tree, so I want what's going to end up being a 10-inch finished bow. So I'm going to start with 20 inches of ribbon, and I'm going to dovetail both sides. I decided to use 3 colors. So I have, I'm going to use the pink because it's still Valentine's. I really want it to have more pink than anything else and just a touch of the other pastel colors. But I still do want to bring in some of those other Conversation Heart colors. So basically what I'm going to do is I've got my bow maker. I call this my trough. I don't really know what else to call it. So I'm going to take, and there's measurements on here. It does all of the work for you. It's the quickest and easiest way to make a bow. I'm going to bring that in to 5 inches. I'm going to give it a good hard twist. I'm going to bring my loop over to 5 inches. And then I'm just going to lay it back down. Now the twist does take a tiny bit, so I just, if it doesn't quite go to the 5-inch mark, I just make sure that it's centered. Now I'm going to start with my second layer. I have my tails on this side and my loop on this side. So now I'm going to switch that for my second layer. You want them to go opposite ways. So here we go, 5 inches, good hard twist, fold over. And then I wanted my Conversation Heart ribbon to be on top and to show and be the star of the show. So here we are, my 20 inches of Conversation Heart ribbon. I'm going to go the opposite direction of the one I just put down. 5 inches, good hard twist. And you can make these bows any size. And then fold over. Take my pipe cleaner that I have cut in thirds. Fold that in half. Just grab my little ribbon sandwich. These are so easy. And then give it a couple of twists. And now we're gonna fluff. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my, my hand, and then I'm gonna tug and pull, And then I like to cause some movement. So I like to bring my hand down and just cause that to curl just ever so slightly. I'm going to tug, give it a good hard tug. And then I am going to, I kind of like say massage your ribbon, but you want to make a nice bow with that. And then my last, and then just give it a good tug and a pull, a tug, and like curl that. And there we go. These are going to fill our tree. They're going to bring some color. I also did one with some lavender in it. So I have already made this one, but I'll go ahead and fluff it. So I'm going to tug, put my hand in and give this, just kind of round that out. So you basically just have loops and tails in this bow. Tug and tug. And then tug and tug. Okay, so there we are. We've got our two different, I think I made about 12 of these, our two different color schemed of our filler bows. We've got all of these fun Conversation Heart ornaments. So now you're going to have to tune in. I'm going to go place these on my trees, and then you're going to have to tune in later to see what other fun surprises we are going to make for our Conversation Heart trees. I hope to see you back here soon, and have a fantastic day.